Every throne has a voice, not one that shouts or commands, but one that whispers secrets, secrets only power dares to carry. This is the story of the crown, not just gold and jewels, but sacrifice, betrayal, and silent grief. Prince Leopold was born under the weight of history, groomed from birth to rule. But behind his ceremonial smile was a boy who longed to run barefoot, paint with wild colors, and dance without eyes watching. He once wrote in his diary, "I was born a symbol, never a person." Yet no one saw his pain, because the throne doesn't allow tears. Queen Elena ruled with strength. To her people, she was unshakable. But behind palace walls, she mourned a forbidden love, a man she was forced to leave behind to marry a king. Her crown gleamed in public, but at night, she clutched a worn letter, soaked in years of silent tears. "He touched my soul, but I chose my people." That's the price of the throne. King Marius trusted his brother Lord Arkan with his kingdom's defenses, but greed corrupts even the closest of blood. While Marius slept, Arkan brokered alliances behind his back. By the time the king discovered the betrayal, it was too late. He sat on the throne, broken, not by the loss of power, but by the shattering of love. Princess Ira was only 10 when her parents died in a plane crash. The crown sat heavy on her tiny head. The world praised her bravery, but no one heard her cry in the dark. A royal dollhouse, once filled with joy, was now a symbol of isolation. She learned too young, the crown doesn't wait for grief to pass. Decades later, King Alaric made a historic choice. He forgave the very man who once tried to overthrow him. When asked why, he said, "The throne must break cycles, not continue them." It was then the world saw power not as pride, but as grace. And the crown, heavy with centuries of silence, spoke through compassion. And then, there are the crowns that are never worn, the would-be kings and queens who walked away. They chose love over duty, freedom over fame. Their stories are rarely told, because silence doesn't make headlines. But sometimes, silence is the most powerful voice of all. The crown can't cry, but those beneath it do. And if thrones could speak, they'd tell you every jewel hides a scar. History is written by rulers, but felt by their hearts.